Hi, and my name is Chazz. Alright. So, this is my top 10 series slash remix of Yugioh, but series of My Hero Academia. So, let's do top 10 series of My Hero Academia first. Then I'll tell you about my or my store that I'll open. So, number 10. Everybody from YouTube always says Deku and All for One is Deku's father. But what if, don't point any fingers, or don't say, oh, I want that's not right, or any other time. So, my theory this is my theory and my theory only. Deku, whose father did not show up in the manga or different anime. What if, Deku's father, that's what I was referring to. Deku's father does not show up because he's on an important mission. And I wish they added him into the season 4/5 and characters. Say if you want him to be in there. And of course, All for One is a bad guy. What if, the green hair, of course, that stuff is weird, I know. But for me, I think All for One is different from Deku, whose father, or it's actually, truth be told, doctor that Deku sees it every day, and All for One, Han's doctor, they both are a same person. You don't need a theory test to think, oh, Deku's father is All for One. And now moving on to number 9. Number 9. Alright. So, Deku and Aurora. Of course, Aurora, whatever that, I always call her Gravity Lady. They both, or of course she gets embarrassed of that guy that has shoots a laser out of his stomach. She thinks of Deku a lot, so can't imagine her room full of Deku's posters. And of course, if that was the case, what would you choose? Deku, Kumashami, or Aurora, course, Aurora, whatever her name is, I don't speak Spanish or Japanese, so sorry. And of course, I'll say it, Gravity Girl and Deku. Both of them would be a power crave people. Like Gravity Lady loves Deku so much, but to number 8. Bakugo destroyed. So, in this part, Bakugo destroyed Deku's personal life. Like he says, nope, I don't want that, I don't want that, or I don't, let's blow things up. And, of course, Deku, don't put anything in the comments that say, oh, you need to, or that's wrong and you need to search it up. Because Deku, personal life is destroyed. Personal life is the you have your work is like right in the middle, and the break, or like half work, half free play. It's kind of like let's go back in 3 Beyond Gotham. First story mode, then free play mode. But then Deku's, of course, Bakugo destroyed the free play one, personal life of Deku's, so he's constantly working on his quirk. Or, that's number 7 one. Get to that part. Number 7. Deku's quirk. Everybody thinks it's a flame quirk. I think if I ever remake the My Hero Academia in my image, I would give Deku a infinity power. Not all for one and one for all. Just infinity power. Bada bing, bada boom. So, that's why that's what I would put for Deku. And plus I would change a little bit of a story that they used to plan. Like, this is kind of weird. Get to number 6 after. So, then with Infinity Quirk, he could be kind of like All Might, just one punch, boom, boom, boom. But he can use a time power to make people not exist or anything, just like Thanos. But then he has no limit. So then Eraserhead comes in and says, hey Deku, what is your power or quirk? And then Deku says, my power is called Infinity, or quirk. Power. Quirk. My quirk is called Infinity, and of course it can do so many things at once. But during the UA attack, like, you know, that season, or that, I think 3 parts or 2 before the Amity battle, whatever it's called, when they had that battle royale between Deku and Peppermint Boy, Tomoshami, or whatever it's called. That one that's like split down, left and right. So there's difference between high and low, in and out. So in that, I would remake Deku just like he saw like a bunch of bad guys pops out of nowhere. Then he like cries, and then everybody like times just stopped. Then he got up, walked, and punches all of the bad guys at once, like like all that. But then when he walked back and he starts crying again, then it like plays it. But everybody, like every bad guy, fell to the ground. But then that's why it's at my number 7 now, or 6. Lost count. Now, number 5 or 6. Who knows how. So, if I remake like My Hero Academia and gave Deku the good version, the Infinity Quirk, and I gave the bad, or like, I would make a like portal thing that like kind of like a car from a different dimension, like from the future or a different timeline and another timeline. It kind of use it together. Well, for me, I would put like female version of Deku, and from the female world, like different world, I always call it, fell into the original world with the evil Deku from the evil dimension. So fused together with a normal one in the mix, you would get a destructive powers. But now, my favorite hint, number 4 or 5. So, number 5, this is my own like character making or maker of My Hero Academia. Number 5 would be, or like I choose 5 people that I mix together. So I chose Momo and Deku. Of course, Deku from that storyline that I will remake. Go check it out. I sent a link to my Twitter part, not Twitter, to Google Doc to connect to this YouTube page. Go check it out. So What would you get when you cross affinity quirk and a craft quirk, like creative quirk? Smash them together, what would you get? You would get chaos. That's what I'm going to name the quirk. Power, or power. Chaos power. Infinity quirk, plus a like creative quirk, smash them together, equals chaos quirk. And that's number 5 because he would, or like say if Infinity drove, he can make, or he can use like say a mega giant world, throw it at someone, it becomes like this much, like my head size, or like a human body size, rolls it. Or make say a bear, throw that like small bear, like this big, and then it grows to a normal size polar bear or normal bear or any bear. Or any animal, normal size too, okay? And then that's only for Infinity quirk, trickle wheel starts driving. But if it's craft quirk, probably you will see like a giant hammer or something to like, you shall not pass, like Thor. There's hammer from Marvels. Smacks down. Or the Infinity Goblet or something. Now number 4 for the kids. So number 4, Toga plus Deku. Okay? But before you go use the bathroom real quick. I'm back. Sorry. So that's why. And Deku, who is like scared of girls, but Toga really loves boys. So there's no difference there. But if both of them had a kid, it would be called Deathbreaker. That's what I'll name a quirk. Deathbreaker. So, Deathbreaker allows the user to, like, it would be inherits Toga's drinking blood and transforming into people ability, And the Deku's oh, or like infinity part. And then that was number 4. Number 3 would be Night Shower plus Deku, or not Bakugo. Night Shower or Dark Shadow plus Bakugo. Yeah, I'm seeing a resemblance of, or not Bakugo, Grapefruit. You know that guy that like takes those like sticky balls and throw them? It would be called Hatch or Egg, because there would be like, it would be a normal ball, but when he takes it off his like back and throws it at his opponent, then it grows legs and starts crawling all over, scanning, and then making a replica of it. Like say if that ever became evil and throws it at his opponent, it scans it, or scans, say, Froggy's body. Then you get a clone version of Dark Froggy. So Dark Froggy has the same abilities as normal Froggy, but Dark Froggy is weak in the day, or no, is strong in water, but on land if she's near her creator that created her, would be same thing. But that's number 3. Number 4, or no, number 5, number 4, number 3, now I'm on number 2. Hero Killer Stain plus the warping ability, or that warp guy. So he will, like, he would be all this black, and plus he would also drink blood from his opponent. Like, he have to drink blood to activate his quirk, would be called the Car. I will name it Car. It's not fancy, but that's okay. So, that's number 2. Or technically it's 4, but then number 1 would be I'm just trying to think. Bakugo plus or not Momo, but not Bakugo. Midnight, and it's 3. Midnight and MT Lady and Deku. Those 3 combined with the infinity power you get a building dropped on you. Seriously. I call it the infinity building, or building at short term. So, those 5 would do great together with, like, that kid, number 1, and would make things like he can, or they can, or of course that child would show more skin, and just like her one mom does, instead of making people fall asleep, it makes people or things grow, like from this to this size. Like big, very big, like a building. And of course, of course, that child grow all the way to the ceiling, or like taller than the building, or mountain. And of course, he would have, or they would have, of course it's a she, have the, like, bending capabilities, like he can, or she can shoot a supersonic beam, and that makes, instead of you die, you grow like all the way to like the world height and past that. And then of course that child could survive space, end of time, and end of reality. And plus all that, those children would do good as heroes, and some are villains, but that's okay. Now, number 3 or 2 of my Hero Academia theories. So, sorry, I skipped some. The Toga and of course Toga met Deku in season 3, right? Everybody tell me I'm right in the comment. So Toga met Deku, right? What if I watched this movie, or this video of Toga sneaks into Deku's room. How did he get into the hero's room? Like, hero's house? Probably she, like, snuck through the window, and when Deku was asleep, closed the door, locked it, and then closed the window, and did all that stuff. Then crawl right into bed with Deku to make her, like, both of them would be asleep. But when Deku and Toga wakes up together, they both, of course Deku was like, how did you get into my room? Or should they added that scene in? Like, that if you're watching this, Nikki, or whoever, Kumarshami, or whoever it is, can you please add that in? And thank you. And now, number 2 or 1. So, of course, I will leave any comments in the below, or like description for those channels. And number 2 would be Evil Deku meets normal Deku. Those two should be, or it's actually 3. Female version, Deku, or evil Deku, or evil version, and a good version would all come together, like what I said earlier. It would be quite interesting to see like 3 of Deku's meets up for the first time, attacks, and like say bad guys. But the Class 1A saw there was 3 people, like 3 Dekus. Or they knew original Deku, that's a good version, and saw the other 2. And then they all said, "Who are you 2?" And then evil Deku would say, "Oh, I'm evil Deku, ha ha ha," or something like that. And the female version would say, "I'm female Deku." And then all the girls like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, back up." Or some of them think, "That's cute. I did not know you have a sister." And then Deku's like, or the good version, the boy version, does not be like that. And then, of course, All Might showed up and saw there was 3 Dekus. And then all 3 of them, him, and then now, and plus my theory would be Deku's father would show up in season 4 or 5. It would have to be it, or else I'll never watch My Hero Academia again. So that's why I'm putting this like theory thing on hold, because when I watch My Hero Academia 2 Heroes 1, and now moving on to number 1 of My Hero Academia. Everybody thinks My Hero Academia is violent, sexually, and the funny. Well, and all that stuff, bad language and all that stuff. but if they cut out all that, like, that sexual thing, and I have seen that part that, like, Momo pops the blanket, spoiler alerts, Momo pops a giant blanket out, covers both of them, her and earphone jack girl, from the human Pikachu, that's what I call him, what me and my friend would call him, to when he starts electrocuting everybody, his team, his opponent, and everybody. But when they open it, of course, they block her like chest things out, her TTs, and plus and good job, My Hero Academia, for blocking those things out, because there's little kids. That's not little kids are watching it. So make it like school appropriate. Like, okay. So now moving on to my favorite part. Okay, my own store that we're gonna build. Like, I'll do a website one, and those Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you saw on Twitter, you can send them to that guy, Maximilian Pegasus. I'll send you that, or I'll put it in the description of that. And then, of course, adios. And plus the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I'll tell you next videos thing. Okay? So adios, Chazz, signing.
Over the horizon, over the horizon.